Let's start out with a song. Make sure my stuff is still working properly. Hey, Poppy. Hey, Mr. A. So good to see you guys. Yes. Okay. Hey, what is up, everybody? I am feeling a little bit better. I'm just not going to push it, and you know, I'm I'm going with the flow. I really am. What is going on with everybody? Everybody's still talking shit about everybody else. I wouldn't expect anything less from these YouTube streets. For real. I need to catch up with all the shit talking. I ain't been paying no attention to it, damn it. I need it. I need that drama every once in a while. Gets the old blood pumping. You know what I mean? Okay. We are going to talk about something. We are going to talk about a case. The case of a young 16-year-old girl by the name of Anna Kepner. We have talked about this young lady before. She was 16 years old. She went on a cruise with her family, albeit her stepmother and stepbrother and father, and her 16-year-old brother. Now, listen to this. The 16-year-old brother basically, ACM, he unalives her after he violently attacks her physically on her body, the R word. I don't even know what the fuck word do you make up for that? I just can't do it. I have a hard time. I cannot play the word fucking game. I'm too old. He R'd her. Then he put her in a chokehold. Then he wrapped her up in blankets, stuffed her under the little bed in the little room that you stay in on a cruise ship, and put, what are they called? I still have the influenza B fog in my head. A life vest. He puts life vest over her. Now, let me tell you why. I mean, it pisses you off to start with, okay? It pisses you off to start with. But what pisses you off even more is this little 16-year-old boy is at home. He is at home. He's allowed to go to work with his daddy. I mean, how fucked up is that? How fucked up is that? Now, he is 16 years old. We do have his name. We will call him TH because he is 16, even though, he did horrible thing. He has been indicted as an adult on federal charges of first-degree red rum and aggravated sexual abuse in the death of his 18-year-old stepsister, Anna Kepner, on a Carnival cruise ship in November of 2025. The incident occurred between November 6th and 7th aboard the cruise ship while the ship was returning to Miami from international waters. Now, Anna, sweet little Anna, was a high school cheerleader from Titusville, Florida. She was found unalive in her cabin, which she shared with her stepbrother and a younger sibling. The cause of death was mechanical asphyxiation. He put her in a chokehold. Now, it's fucking disgusting. Why is he home? Why is he home? He did an adult thing put his ass in adult jail. I don't care if he's freaking 16 or not. Yeah, they were sharing a room, but I mean, I don't, you know, yes, they were sharing a room. Her remains were found under a bed, wrapped in a blanket and covered in life vest. So do not tell Remain Calm that this little motherfucker didn't know what he was doing. He knew what he was doing. He wrapped her in blankets. He put life vests on top of her. He was hiding her. He was trying to hide her. Now, she was found though. So they believe that the 16-year-old stepbrother, you know, had feelings for her, sexual feelings for her. And I believe there might have been some drinking going on, but I'm not real sure about that. I kind of have followed this case, but not as intense as I have some of the other cases. Now, he was initially charged as a juvenile in February of 2026, but was indicted as an adult by a federal grand jury in April of 2026, which is this month. If convicted, right? If convicted, all right, which I'm sure he's going to be, he faces a maximum sentence of life in prison. We know where he going to grow up at, right? But a federal judge ordered the case transferred to adult court with an arraignment scheduled on the 22nd of this month. The victim and suspect were a blended family. They were on vacation. Now, the suspect's mother mentioned in court records that her son was hospitalized after the cruise and reported not remembering events. How fucking typical is that? Hey, I kind of forgot that I sexually assaulted my stepsister and put her in a chokehold until she fucking passed away. And I don't remember wrapping her in a blanket, stuffing her under a bed, and putting life vest over her. I mean, what the fuck is up with that? For real. So, yeah, I bet they did send him to a hospital. This little girl needs justice. She really does. And she is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful little girl. I will show you her picture because I can. Because I'm like that. I'm just like that. Okay, where you at, girl? Just a beautiful girl. Had her whole life ahead of her. From what I understand, she was going to actually go. Where's her picture? Now I'm upset. Why did I pick this article? Because Remain, there she is. This little girl was getting ready to graduate. This little girl had it in her future where she wanted to go to college. She wanted to go in the military. She had dreams. She had dreams. But her little perverted, in my opinion, and yes, let me say this, I am a commentary channel and I do give my opinion. If people don't like it, I don't know what the fuck to tell you, okay? For real. I don't. But yes, he's in trouble. He has been charged with murder and aggravated sexual abuse, as I said prior. She was 18 years old. Now, see, the ship was in international waters, right? They were headed to Miami. Now, these cruise ships, it's kind of weird when they're in international waters, right? It's like there's a totally different, you know, law enforcement shit going on. It's just different. And excuse me if I cough, you guys. I still have my cough. Definitely trying to get over it. Trying. I am. I swear I am, y'all. Oh, so yes. I am glad that they have charged him and are. I would never go on a cruise. Would you guys go on a cruise? Would you really go on a cruise? My aunt went on a cruise. Hey, Sandy. Waving to you, darling. My aunt went on a cruise and she got an ear infection. There was green shit coming out of her fucking ear. I'm like, I don't need to go on a cruise, to get that shit. There are people who live on cruise ships. They live on cruise ships, like buying a fucking house. For real. I don't know how much it costs, but I don't know. I don't know about that. I would rather go to a dude ranch. I really would. I would love to just go out in the middle of bumfuck Egypt, have a fire, have some freaking meat and shit. Oh, you go on a cruise every year, T-Talk? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to go on one or not. They pay her to gamble? Well, that's fucking different, Sandy. If they want to pay me to gamble, I'll go. If they're going to pay for it. For real. That's a good gig to get paid to gamble. I don't know anybody who would pass that up. Yes, with a good horse. Oh, you want to go to Hawaii? I don't know what I would do in Hawaii, though. I don't know about going in the ocean at my age. Maybe walking along the beach. That would take a rich boyfriend, though, or a rich friend. If you can get somebody else to pay for it, you know what I mean? But no, let me tell you, I would never have a freaking problem with getting on a horse, just trotting my ass out there, have me a glamping tent. Hey, Sarah. I know. I would love to come and see you, Sarah. We would have a lot of fun. I'm actually pretty fun to hang around with, believe it or not. I don't like water or bridges. When is your beach warm, Sarah? Sandy wants to know. Well, if Sarah's walking along the beach, it's warm every time because she has a warm heart. Sarah has a warm heart. I don't care what anybody says. I know it. I know it. For sure. Now, Anna's dad is married to Chantel Kettner, okay, which is the stepmom. And I'm not quite getting this. I believe that they had alcoholic beverages while they were on the cruise ship. Why weren't they being watched more? The family's devastated by the loss of Anna. But why? I don't know why this boy is at home. Why is he at home? I don't understand it. They need to nip that in the bud. That's just not right. That is not right. Get rid of that boy. How can you be at home? That's weird shit. So I wonder, okay, where are they charging him? If they were in international waters. So are they charging him in Miami? Because that's where they were going back to. You don't like bridges much either. I know. That's got to be the coolest thing, Sarah. I would love that. Just to be able to, I mean, how relaxing is that? Just to be able to go out and walk along a quiet beach and not have, you know, a bunch of people around. Yeah, I would love the sound too. I absolutely would love the sound. I don't, okay, I don't, because, okay. So let's see, I'm going to Google it. Where is the stepbrother being charged? Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so they're, okay. So it's a federal charge. That must be why. On a cruise ship, when it was done in international waters. International waters. That is, must be why. Okay, Federal Court of Miami. Although the crime occurred in international waters aboard the Carnival Horizon in November, it is being handled by the federal authorities because it involved a United States citizen victim and the ship was returning to the US. Wow. There's some weird shit that goes on cruise ships. You guys remember that girl's name that they've been looking for years and years, right? I know, I thought about that too. For real. Just going somewhere where, you know, the air is a lot cleaner. And did you guys see where those freaking juveniles are? They're like coming out in gangs, right? Amy, thank you, CM. Amy, yes, her name's Amy something. They think that she was trafficked. There's people that say they've seen her. That's freaking scary, though, right? Okay, so where did that happen? It was a group of, it was a group of freaking teenagers. 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 How do I want to word this? Protest. Doing damage. Let me see. Okay, so it's called teen takeovers. Now, these little some bitches, they think their shit don't stink. They are out here running around, jumping on cars. I mean, where are their parents? Oh, Tybee Island. Yes, I've heard of Tybee Island. I have. I have. Natalie Holloway. Wasn't that the saddest case? That freaking weirdo, right? Oh, the teen takeover was Tybee? Oh, it also happened in a couple other places across the United States. I mean, they're just doing weird shit. It's like, what is wrong with these kids? Where are the parents? Where are the parents? Inquiring minds want to freaking know. Yes, it's everywhere. Teen takeovers spark chaos in U.S. cities, fueling debate over response. Okay, what the fuck is being debated? I mean, seriously, why would you think, what is there to debate? What is there to debate? Large group of teenagers are swarming streets in cities across the United States, disrupting neighborhoods, damaging property, prompting a growing debate among elected leaders and law enforcement over how to respond. Well, figure it the fuck out. How would you respond if it was adults? Right? How would you respond then? Well, that happens everywhere. T-Talk. I mean, I remember my daughter lives in Ohio, and they were having, well, she wasn't having it, so don't get me wrong. A group of people were having like a big graduation party, right? There was a lot of teenagers, outside, and I mean, there was a lot of people hurt, for real. Well, I mean, what do you do though, right? Videos circulating widely on social media show chaotic scenes from coast to coast. In Chicago's Hyde Park neighborhood, crowds of teens climbed on cars, set off alarms, while in Detroit, groups rushed into stores, with some seen stealing oversized items. Why? Why? Also, over the weekend in Washington, D.C., 8 people between the age of 12 and 17 were arrested. 12 years old? Hey, AVN, good to see you. Good to see you. It is good to see all you guys. I have missed everybody so much. I really have. It feels good to be back on here running my mouth. For real. I know people really miss me running my mouth. What can I say? They all love me. They know it. They all do. They tried a teen takeover in Detroit. Yeah, I just read that. Yeah. Yeah, Detroit. Yeah. For real. You know it. I mean, for real. I know people miss me, even though some people don't want to say it out loud. They're like, don't let people know that we listen to Remain Calm. They do. They're like, it's like they're scared or something. Like somebody's going to come and slap them on the back of the head or something, It's like, whatever. Hey, you know how it is. I get along with everybody, except for a few people. And they're just fucked up people. They're messed up people with messed up minds. I don't deal with messed up people with messed up minds. For sure. I don't. It's just like, why? Teens were telling each other to stay home when they saw the armored trucks. Ha ha ha. Well, little Meech, I would call that they being little bitches, ain't they? They want to run around and do fucked up shit, but yet it's like, oh, hey, the police are out there. Don't go out there. It's like you got the balls to destroy people's properties. That guess what? These people work for a living. Okay? Why don't y'all, if you have that much energy, why the fuck don't y'all get jobs? Right? For real. Hey, I have a suggestion. Government. Why don't you just start the little whippersnappers out in like a, you know, basic training type of shit, right? Give them something. Now, I'm going to say this. This is my opinion. Obviously, the parents are not parenting correctly. Okay? So, if these kids are out here running around and tearing shit up, okay, and the parents ain't fucking watching them anyway, then the parents are not going to miss them when they are put in some type of basic training shit. Give them something to do. Are you kidding? 90 days? Let me tell you something, little Meech. This is where I see a problem with that. Number one, they are not going to pay a fine. Okay. Number two, if they go to jail, they're just going to be learning criminal shit. They are going to be learning criminal shit. That's what they do when you go to jail. Now, I ain't been to jail, but I know people who's been to jail, and all they do is learn criminal shit. For real. They ain't let me tell you, they are not in there having a kumbaya moment. They're like, let me tell you how to deal some shit when you get out. Let me tell you how to rip off that place when you get out, right? Well, I mean, I try not to get political over here, but over, my 21 years of life, over my 21 years of living, I've seen the government take away a lot of, they have restricted parents on how they can discipline their children. They absolutely have. Let me tell you guys something. I really get frightened about children and social media. It's very scary. It is very scary. When we had the Rona, it took away a lot of social skills for people. And I'm not just talking about kids or whatever, even adults. It took away a lot of the social skills. You didn't physically meet anybody. You were talking to people, on different, computer things or whatever. And so a lot of our kids, they don't have social skills anymore. They don't know a lot of times who they're conversing with on social media. And there are a lot of sick individuals out there. Absolutely fucking sick in the head people. Right? And, we got these, of course, predator hunters who are out there, finding these creepy ass dudes, contacting underage kids and trying to meet up with them and things like that. But I mean, I would not want that job. I could not personally handle sitting in front of a computer, having to, as a job, watch horrific things being done to children, right? Not to be confused with fake predator hunters. Right, Sarah. You guys, there's a whole lot of freaking weird ass predator hunters out there. I'm serious. A whole lot. I'm going to drop the link if anybody wants to take it. Totally up to anybody. Let me pull my chat up. I don't even have my chat pulled up. Beautiful trauma. I love pink. I love the pink. What the heck am I doing? What are you doing? Get it right. I don't even like to hear my own voice. I really don't. I do not like to hear my own voice. There's a lot of other people that don't like to hear my voice either. But you know what gets me? People, I was talking about freaking that nasty ass Mark the other day. That guy's a freaking weird ass. He's weird. He wanted to make sure when I was sick, and I hadn't even been on YouTube for a week and a half, to leave me a note, leave me a comment that he was not going to talk about me because I was irrelevant. I'm like, how does that fucking make sense? Okay. Now look, I don't mind people telling me whatever they need to tell me, but make it make fucking sense. Okay? Why would anybody need to go tell somebody, I'm not going to talk about you because you're irrelevant? Now, did that bother me? No. No, it didn't. Not at all. I just thought it was weird. Freaking weird ass people. For sure. I kind of got tickled. I was watching, who was it? I can't even remember who I was watching. I really have been trying to catch up. I really have. Thank you, Brenda Pittman. Thank you, Mr. A. He's always putting nice things in there for me. He's always told you who they are. Oh, that guy. Look, I'm just not like a lot of other creators. If somebody fucking says stupid shit about me or to me, the majority of the time I just blow them off. I don't fucking like them anyway. I don't watch people I don't like. But that's my prerogative. That's my prerogative. Oh, man. All right. I have been keeping up a little bit with the Coachella stuff. Of course, Coachella this year. And freaking Madonna. Madonna made an appearance with, what's her name? Oh, gosh, I forgot her name. Sabrina Carpenter. Yes. And she was like, I headlined Coachella 20 years ago. I'm like, dang, girl. And you still out here? And you still a virgin? Yeah, Madonna's still a virgin. I swear she is. Like a virgin. Hey. touch for the very first time. Do I sound like her? Like a virgin when your heart beats next to mine. Hey, I think Madonna was the first woman that came out with a freaking porno movie. Remember? She was a kissing on everybody. It was fucking weird. It really was. Oh, I like Madonna too. I do. Oh, and then Justin Bieber. He was a headliner. You know what he did? He had no dancers. He had nothing except for his YouTube shit. Dance to the music. Yeah, that's an old one. I remember when she did her first, was it the MTV award shows or whatever, when she came out with a wedding dress on? We can do that, ABN. She is older now. She is older for sure. But no, Justin Bieber made $10 fucking million. That is one place I would not want to go, for sure. What do you mean? What's the disagreement? Obviously, AVN doesn't think a whole lot of Madonna. I'm good with that. Hey, who goes to these people paid thousands of dollars, thousands of freaking dollars. They were paying some people paid $40 or more for 2 pieces of fucking pizza. Can you believe that? That is just nuts. That is freaky shit. Who does that? Rich people. That's who does it. Freaking rich people. I'm telling you. Freaking weirdos. I don't understand it though. I mean, I'm a pretty laid back person. And, you know. Dang, I got a gifted membership to Queen Bee's channel. That's like the 3rd gifted membership I've gotten to Queen Bee's. Now, I'm subbed to Queen Bee, but I don't have time to watch her that much. For sure. What is up with Texas and freaking pregnant women? 3 doctors. Texas Medical Board sanctions 3 doctors for delayed care that led to the unaliving of 2 pregnant women. Ooh. The Harlan Enterprise says Cumberland man sought by police after escaping from jail. Why? How did he get out? How did you get out of that jail there, mister? Let's find out. Okay. All right. Let's see what he looks like. Hold on. Oh, he's got Spock ears. That's scary. Hold on. Hold on. I got to show you his picture. It does get worse every year. They said it was just horrible this year. I don't want to go sit in the sand. Remember, walking in the sand. Remember, walking hand in hand. Don't even mess with me, newspaper. You better not. Cumberland man sought by police after escaping from jail. Hold on. I just keep messing up. Look at his ears. How did he get out? Did he tear the toilet out or something? Let's find out. Okay. A Cumberland man escaped during a return trip to the Harlan County Detention Center on Thursday. Okay, well, he didn't escape from the jail. He escaped from your staff that was supposed to be driving him somewhere. His name is Marquise DeLong, 24 years old. He left the custody of a court security staff while being unloaded at a jail. So, members of the Harlan County Sheriff's Department are currently trying to locate him. He was arrested in court and not in custody at the detention center. He was wearing a white t-shirt and blue jeans. He was jailed on February 18th for a parole violation, for a technical violation, but was released on March 11th. He has had several criminal charges since 2020. Well, what the fuck? Oh, you talking about, oh yeah, Burning Man. Now that's, that, at least with Burning Man, they have a lot of different, things that you can see. Artists are creating different things. It's pretty bad though. I mean, that place gets pretty bad. But they have a lot more things to do, for real. Who is messing with baby wildlife? All right. Man jailed for persistent felony offender and escape charges. What? What is going on with all these escapees? There he is. He got big ass ears too. Is that a trend? Dudes with big ass ears go to jail. How are they getting away? Danny Lee Irvin has been charged with second-degree escape and second-degree persistent felony offender. He was arrested by Officer Lewis with the Probation and Parole Department. He was lodged in the Harlan County Detention Center with a bond set at $10,000 full cash. Listen to this. Since 1999, Irvin has been sentenced to jail 18 times. 18 times. Last time being May 2nd, 2024. That's nuts. What is going on? 18 freaking times? I don't know. Freaking weird ass people. Weird people. It's a let go time. Oh, he's still singing that? Gonna party like it's 1999. Do, 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 do. Is that same song? Well, this is the thing. Freaking Coachella is just for rich people. Okay? You have all these influencers who go. Well, people who aren't rich go. I will say that. But I don't know. I don't think I would really want to go there. For sure. Not I, said Remain Calm. For sure. No. That is horrible. There's a man wanted for unaliving a puppy and assaulting 2 during tri-state domestic violence incident. Okay, we got a baby abduction suspect. Dang, I gotta catch up on my stuff, you guys. For sure. For sure, peeps. What is up with this? This is April 16th. Okay, this just happened a couple days ago. Baby abduction suspect in jail after chase ends in crash in northern Kentucky. Wow. An Ohio man accused of abducting his infant child and leading police on a multi-county chase is now in the Hamilton County Jail after being released from the hospital. Did he have the baby with him? Boone County deputies later attempted a traffic stop on Mount Zion Road. I know where Mount Zion Road is, but he sped away. They located him again in Walton, where he fled a second time. He sideswiped a deputy's cruiser while trying to pass another vehicle. The chase ended when he crashed into the side of a Methodist church. Wow. The infant was evaluated at Children's Hospital and reunited with the mother. Oh my gosh. The baby was in the car. Howland faces multiple charges in Kentucky, including fleeing or evading police, wanton endangerment, reckless driving, endangering the welfare of a minor. Additional charges are expected in Ohio. He's also expected to face charges in Greene County. Oh my gosh, that is crazy. Well, why the fuck would I do that, Penguin? Why the fuck would I do that? Huh? Why are you coming over here talking shit? Why? Why you want to come and try to fuck up my day? Your ass probably ain't even gonna watch it. You're just over here flapping your fucking jaws. Are you gonna watch this? Let me see. I'm curious. All right, you weird ass. You weird ass. Why you bothering me? Why? You just seen something that says, hey, this lady is live. Let me go bother this lady talking about stupid shit. And you can go bye-bye on your fucking own. Google says. What did Google say? Potential super fight between UFC champions. Oh, the UFC. Oh. Now that's a little different. I thought you were over here trying to fucking get political with me. Sorry, Penguin. Accept my apologies. I do love a good UFC fight. I do. I truly do. But I don't know what Google's saying. For real. Heck yeah, I love a fight. Are you kidding? I love to see somebody get their ass kicked. I really enjoyed watching, what's his name? Paul. little old Jake Paul, he got the shit knocked out of him. I was like, woohoo. If I'd had money, if I'd had freaking money, I would have gambled on that fight for real. But you know, I don't know. I don't need to know what, somebody's nationality is for real. I really don't. All right, Avian, thank you for coming in. Always enjoy having you. I do. But no, I really do love a good fight. I do. I am the first one to watch it. For real. That's why some of these people on YouTube, they bicker back and forth. Why did you say that I wasn't not a good person? Well, could it have been because of this or this or this? Like, figure it the fuck out. Okay. What else we got? Anything else, whippersnappers? I am just trying to get my bearing back. Okay, hold on. One thing I haven't done. We need to check my watch later. Flies, we're praying for you, honey. I don't know if she's still in the hospital or not. I haven't tried to contact her because I know she's not feeling well if she was in the hospital. She said she was getting an antibiotic, I think. What do you guys think? Oh, I talked about this last time, where these old prison. She said she was sick. I guess she's got, she hadn't been feeling well. And, I don't like to talk about people's medical stuff, but she hadn't been feeling well and she had to go get a procedure done. And no, I don't think it's her heart. I think she's had trouble with like her breathing, like pneumonia type. I know she said she was on an antibiotic, but I knew she hadn't been feeling well. She hadn't been feeling well, so we are definitely praying for her. Because I was pretty sick too, so I hadn't really talked to her. But I knew that she wasn't feeling good. And then she came in to chat day before yesterday when I was on and said that she was getting IV antibiotics. So, and something about her blood work. I just, I hate people being sick. I really do. I mean, I hate being sick myself, but I feel bad when other people are sick. I really do. One of my things that I know people get onto me about is because I feel for somebody else before I do myself. Does that make sense? I really do. I worry about other people more than I do myself, for sure. But yes, I may just hold on. Well, I do care about everybody. I mean, I'm not gonna say I care about everybody, but absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, LJC15. Um, welcome. I will say welcome because I'm kind like that. I am pretty kind about saying that. And let's see what we got. Oh, I hit Sandy's. Sandy, I hit yours. I was checking his. But I do care about people. I really do. I don't even wish bad things on people I don't like. No, there wasn't much on his either. For sure. Wasn't much on his either. Hey, I don't mind trolls coming in and hanging out. Most of the time, we have a lot of fun with trolls. And sometimes they end up staying. They do. We've had a couple trolls. It's like, by the end of the live, they're like, "Hey, we subbed up," and I'm like, "Hey, that's great." For sure. We do have a lot of fun over here sometimes, though. We do. We talk about serious things, but we absolutely do try to have a good time. Having a good time. For sure. But no, I'm very guilty of not checking my emails here lately. I apologize. I will start getting those taken care of. Who is Wade? Oh, I did go see my heart doctor. That went pretty well. For sure. For sure, for sure. So yes, I haven't kept up on any of now the Josh Duggar the child sex crime. I guess they were trying to. Oh, I know what I wanted to talk about. Dang it. What is her freaking name? Stout. Stout. They're letting her appeal. Dang it. What is her name? Is it Stout? You guys know who I'm talking about, right? Appeal granted. Is it Patricia? Dang it, I had it pulled up. I need to find it again. Oh, dang it. Where is it? Wow. There is a individual named Anthony Stout. He has a human trafficking case. As of August 2025, he was convicted of 13 counts of human trafficking, sexual misconduct, and intimidation for crimes against female inmates. Wow. Here we go. Letitia. Thank you, Deb. Letitia Stout. Colorado Court of Appeals did overturn the 2023 Red Rum conviction of Letitia Stout due to a jury error. Wow. Due to a jury error. Yeah, I was afraid that was going to happen. For sure. So, what the heck is this? Hold on. Oh, we'll listen to this. Hold on. Let me pull this up. Let's see what's going on with this. Let's see. That makes no sense at all, does it? Former bail bondsman convicted of human trafficking. Let's see what's going on with this.
Bail bondsman has been convicted of human trafficking in Marion County. Anthony Stout was first arrested in 2023 after 2 women reported him for threatening to kill them or revoke their bonds in exchange for sexual favors. Prosecutors found Stout guilty on 13 counts of sexual misconduct and intimidation crimes dating back to 2017.
That's the guy I just talked about. Okay. Oh, yeah, that influencer overdosed, right? Then he comes back. I mean, I don't know what the fuck is up with these influencers, but I don't think a lot of them are influencing our children very well, right? Kind of scary, for real. Kind of very scary. All right, Anna Babbitt. Are you a child? I know that that's a troll account. For real. What are you oohing? What are you oohing? There's sick people in the world. Hey, okay, so there is a case also where here in Indiana, Pendleton, Indiana, a preacher's son was arrested for he had really nasty stuff on his phone. Really nasty stuff on his phone. I don't know. I need to find it. But yes, they're pulling out more charges on the Joseph Duggar guy. So, okay, let me pull it up because I know I have it. Pendleton, Indiana, son of preacher found with porn. Okay. This is what gets me on this case. All right. This kid only gets like 6 years. He also, this is really fucking weird. On the kid's phone, he had a file with his mother and father doing shit. For sure. Okay. Sentence: son of Life Church pastor gets 6 years in child exploitation case. Only 6 years. Now, his daddy was very prominent in the state, okay? So, Anderson, Indiana, the son of a prominent Indiana pastor with close ties to the state's lieutenant governor, was sentenced to 6 years in prison Friday after pleading guilty to child exploitation charges. His name is Jonathan Peternet, 24 years old, of Pendleton, pled guilty in January to 1 level 4 count of child exploitation, 3 felony counts of possession of child sexual abuse material. The case drew public attention because his father, Nathan Peternet, remains listed as lead pastor at Life Church, though he previously took a leave of absence following his son's arrest. Nathan Peternet has been a longtime mentor and close associate of Republican Lieutenant Governor Micah Beckwith. The two collaborated in church leadership, co-hosted the podcast Jesus, Sex, and Politics. What a name of a freaking podcast, right? What would make, why would this 24-year-old, look, there's a big problem with younger individuals having material like that. Very young individuals are retaining this horrific stuff on their phones, computers. It's bad. It is bad. I couldn't believe this when I heard it. I just couldn't believe it. Okay, so now this podcast, Jesus, Sex, and Politics, they frequently discussed sexual morality along with the role of faith in public life and government. Of course, they haven't any new episodes of the podcast for sure. No new episodes have been released since shortly after police searched the Peternet home, and 2 episodes, including one focused on combating child abuse and sex trafficking, were removed. Why would you remove those podcasts, sir? Now, Dad, oh no, I'm sorry. Lieutenant Governor Micah Beckwith, of course, was not at the sentencing. Not at the sentencing. Now, one thing that I found interesting, and somewhere on my watch later, right? My watch later list, I have where they showed law enforcement going to this individual's home. They had, for sure, they had Hang on a minute. Chardal, you look pretty young. You look pretty young. To me, you do. Hey, H, what's up? All right, what was I looking for before I... Dang it. Okay, so they had individuals from Anderson, Pendleton, Greenfield, Fishers. There were like 7 different agencies from different towns all over Indiana that came together to actually go and pull up on this guy's house. Now, he talked about, he was in college, he was around the wrong people, he, was going to try to join the military. That's what gets me with these people, especially, some of the younger, they immediately go into, oh, I'm going to join the military, right? I can commit this crime, but I'm going to make myself look good by stating that I'm going to join the military. Now, let me tell y'all something, okay? If you're a fucked up person with a fucked up mind, messed up minds, messed up people, right? Joining the military does not change that. It does not change that. I don't know why individuals think that that can make a difference. Okay? If you got shit like that on your phone or your devices, guess what? I personally do not see how anybody is going to say, I'm in the military now. Let me take that shit off of there, right? Deviant minds. So, okay, let's get into this because this really is what got me with this. So, Madison Superior Court 6th Judge Mark Dudley sentenced Internet to 6 years on the level 4 felony child exploitation charge, 3 years each on 2 level 5 felony possession charges, and 1 year on a level 6 felony possession charge. He was in possession of horrific things being done to children. All counts will run concurrently for a total of 6 years, with him being sentenced to 4 years in the Indiana Department of Corrections and 2 years suspended to probation. He must also register as a lifetime SCX offender. Under the plea agreement, the court retained discretion up to a capped executed sentence of 6 years. Dudley imposed the max allowed under that agreement. The courtroom was filled for sentencing. Many in attendance appeared to be church members, friends, and family. Both of his parents sat in the front row and center during the hearing. Like I said, he had files of his mother and father in sexual shit. How messed up is that? After the sentencing concluded, court moved on to other matters. A group of his supporters stood and exited together. They were directed by a sheriff's deputy not to gather in the hallway and instead went outside, where they formed a circle, held hands, and began praying. Well, you know, I'm not going to say nothing about prayer. Okay, to each their own. I mean, I pray. I think we all pray to Jesus. Well, some people don't pray to Jesus. To each their own, right? But who are you praying for? Are you praying for the children? The children that he looked at on his devices that had no one to make sure that they weren't in that position? No, you're praying for a PDF. That upsets me. That upsets me. For real. Okay, so the charges stem from attempt received by the Hamilton County Metro Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, indicating that child sexual abuse material had been uploaded to Snapchat from PeterNet's account. So Snapchat was on it, right? The minute they seen that stuff, they were like, oh, hell no. So immediately contacting the Center for Missing and Exploited Children. All right, this is bad. According to court records previously reviewed by the Indiana Citizen, investigators executed a search warrant at the PeterNet's family home in Pendleton and seized multiple electronic devices. Forensic analysis uncovered more than 200 files of suspected child sexual abuse material, including material described in court filings as sadomasochistic, right? Hey, Patty. Sadomasochistic, if I'm even saying that right. And photorealistic AI-generated images depicting nude minors. Okay, so does that make a difference? Does that make a difference? I mean, AI-generated images. That's pretty fucking sick. That you are even using AI to generate even more images of these children. And let me tell you guys, sadomasochistic, that word, that is not a good word. That is not a good word. They also documented chat logs suggesting distribution of explicit material in a Snapchat group called Diddy's Disciples. Are you fucking kidding me? Diddy Disciples? A reference to rapper and music producer Sean Diddy Combs, who was convicted in 2025 on federal sex trafficking related charges and is serving a prison sentence while appealing his conviction. Now, the thing about Diddy is I don't believe they got him on any charges that had to do with children, minors. I don't believe those were any charges. I believe his was more adult women. It stated that there was more than 50 intimate photos and videos on his phone that showed his parents nude or engaged in sexual acts. Details that intensified public scrutiny when first reported. Why would you want to have your own parents, right? He did not post bond. He remained in custody throughout the court proceedings. He was represented by a public defender. He addressed the courtroom. Your Honor, first I want to say that I'm deeply sorry. I hate my sin that I've committed. I want to apologize to anybody who has fallen victim to my behavior. We are talking about children. It's not like, having his mommy and daddy on there doing the fucking shit. That, to me, that's just fucked up in itself. We're talking about children. Children who didn't get to say no. Children that you're so messed up in your mind that you're obviously not really thinking of these children as victims, because these kids get re-victimized over and over and over. Over and over and over. Fucking weirdos. He apologized to his family, friends, and his church community for the unbelievable stress and embarrassment he caused. He told his parents, I'm sorry for putting you in this humiliating situation. How the fuck did you get pictures and shit of your parents walking around naked and doing the deed? Were you have cameras on them or something? He told his parents, sorry I put you in a humiliating situation. You've been dishonored. Your wonderful reputations have been ruined, and your names have been dragged through the mud, all because I cared about myself more than you. Really? Really? He's saying, since he's been in custody, that he's recommitted his life to Christianity, participating in daily Bible studies, including with fellow inmates, and completed a 12-step addiction recovery program. Well, what the fuck does he want? A pat on the fucking back? I'm not buying the shit. I'm not buying the bullshit. I mean, this guy also AI generated pictures of children. I promise to spend the rest of my life fighting the wickedness that I participated in. Through faith in the Lord, I trust that your sentence will be proper. Well, I don't think it was fucking proper. At all. This gets me. This is what the judge said. I remember when I heard this, I was like, what? Oh, there's Sarah. Hey, girl.
Hey, I might have that sound problem. I just want to say that first.
Okay, I'll try to fix you.
I always
Take
try to.
time. No, you sound pretty good, actually.
Okay, I usually try to warn people at first because I'm afraid it's gonna make the sound at first.
This is crazy, Sarah. I cannot
Okay.
believe this guy only got 6 freaking years.
Okay, so you're talking about the kid there still, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the Petter. His last name is like Petternet or some shit.
Yeah. So this is because he had material, right?
Yeah, they found him. They found him with like over 200 files. Over 200 files.
You know why it was particularly bizarre to me that stood out is because, first of all, another reason they came up here is I think it was my last live, I think. If not my last one, the one before it. I often do like news things kind of like you at the beginning. And
Right.
one of the ones that I played was about a principal of a school, and it was very similar to what you just talked about. And once again, the social media alerted the police, and they went to his house. This guy was a principal of a freaking school, and he even had stuff on like kids, like horrific, bad stuff, and passing it and sharing it, and he got 60 years.
Really?
Pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. Unless I'm mixing them up with. I'd have to look at it, but I could send you the link to that one. I just thought that was bizarre. Oh yeah, they came right to his house, and his son was there. His son had autism. His wife was there, who was just blindsided with all of it. She had no clue. It was pretty bad.
Well, I think that I have a feeling that this kid's mom, maybe not so much the mom, but I think the dad had more knowledge of what was going on than what they wanted to admit. I think, you know, I mean, who the fuck has pictures and videos of your parents naked and doing sex acts? Who the fuck does that? So, but what got me is, when they talked about, especially the, what is it, sadomasochistic?
Masochist, yeah.
Yeah, that is, that word right there just triggers the shit out of me when I hear it, when it has to do with kids.
Oh yeah.
And then to be on a Snapchat group called Diddy's Disciples.
Oh my
How
Lord.
freaking weird is that? And this kid is 24 years old. So it's not like he's a teenager.
Yeah, he's older than he thought.
But I get frustrated too when, they're talking about, oh yeah, the church members being behind him and praying for him and all this other stuff. And that's all fine and dandy. But I think people forget about these children who are victims. They're victims. They cannot obviously say no to these individuals that are taking these pictures and having them do, acts and things on camera. They can't say no.
Right, exactly.
Then to turn around and use AI to even produce more. So I don't believe that this kid had all of this that he was keeping to himself. I'm sure they had to have been, they had to have been within that group, sending stuff to each other.
They might be looking into it on the down low.
Yeah, but I mean, Can they? Well, I guess they could come back and charge him for that. That wouldn't be just double jeopardy, I wouldn't think. So, but yeah, that's, you know, I just don't understand. And I know, look, we got the Epstein shit going on, and, you know, looking into that and a lot of those emails and different stuff like that, that guy absolutely, in some way, shape, or form, had many individuals trafficking kids, and all kinds of stuff, you know, doing just weird ass shit. And
Oh yeah.
but they put all that stuff out there. But the sad part about it is the statute of limitations. These people are not going to get in trouble for this stuff. They're not. They're not going to get in trouble for it. The statute of limitations on so much of it, you know, they're never going to be brought to justice. They never are. That's like Prince Andrew. The only reason he got in trouble is because somehow, with what he was, you know, supposed to be doing, you know, for the crown or whatever, he worked in some, I can't remember exactly what his job title was, but he had somehow made it to where Jeffrey Epstein was actually making money, you know, when that shouldn't have been happening. That's the only thing he got in trouble for. That was the only thing he got in trouble for. That's what he was arrested on. He wasn't arrested for anything he did to any of those victims at all. So I don't know. I think the sad thing was when Virginia Dupree, they say she unalived herself. I question that. I don't know if she did or didn't.
Yeah.
I've watched many of interviews with her family and people who knew her well, that they repeatedly said that she always said if something happened to her,
Yeah.
that it wasn't due to her doing it to herself.
She knew. Like she
Yeah,
knew.
yeah.
Well, that makes it even more. I bet that even makes it worse because they probably are constantly left with that. What if I did this? What if I? Well, I guess that
Hmm.
happens to everyone anyway, but they're probably like plagued with that because they didn't act. And yeah, that must be horrifying.
Yeah, yeah. I felt really bad when they said that she wasn't alive anymore, because she spent so long trying to, you know, get people to listen to her. And you know, that just like Ghislaine Maxwell, I don't know how she's even getting by with the shit she's getting by with. I mean, I think she ended up getting like 20 years, but you know, Trump ended up sending her to a little more posh of a prison.
Yeah, she was complaining a lot, I believe, about that other one. You're right.
Yeah, yeah. So her big testimony, and then you got like the Clintons, you know, coming out testifying. All these people saying they're testifying that hasn't said a fucking thing. They haven't said anything.
You
It's
know,
like,
we're
you know,
waiting.
yeah, but they're not going to. They aren't.
Very strange.
Yeah. You talked to a multiple once, the victim of devil worshippers. Oh my gosh. You know, Sarah, so much, I have so much research that I've done over the years with um, you know, satanic ritual abuse and different things like that. I've never I've never really put them out because of the verbiage and stuff. It's, you know,
Yeah.
it gets really intense. I remember I did put out, I don't know, I don't think I put it out for public, but had I had an interview that a man did with a trafficker, and at the time there was a pregnant woman that they had basically paid her for her baby, and they were just waiting for the baby to be born.
What the hell?
This guy went into detail about what they did with babies.
Ugh.
I mean, it was pretty intense. It was pretty intense. And yeah, I don't think that's public on my channel. I don't even know. It was a long time ago when I did that. A
I don't
long
think I
time
could deal with
ago.
listening to it. Tell
Yeah,
you the truth.
it was really bad.
I probably
It
wouldn't
was.
sleep.
I mean, yeah. Well, luckily, I mean, there was a positive because the interviewer actually had, with talking to the trafficker and then talking to the woman who was pregnant, he actually somehow was able to get the child when the child was born. And he took the baby to I think it was like some sort of Christian orphanage or something like that. But he did end up getting the baby. But that mother didn't care about that baby.
Was it a
Not at
long
all.
time ago that this baby was born?
Yeah. Well, I think, gosh, I don't know. I'd have to see when
But
the
no time
interview.
recently, right?
No, it wasn't recent.
Okay.
No. But it was very telling the way that people don't realize that these traffickers, they will groom women sometimes for a couple of years. It's not like they're just going one day and getting these women or whatever. He even talked about a lot of single mothers, grooming the single mothers, taking them on little vacations, paying attention to if they call and even check on the child that they have at home, or, paying attention to if, per se, the sitter or the mother or parent calls about the child, watching to see if she will get upset that they're even bothering her. And they will, they will groom and keep an eye out and get a child that way.
Oh,
So,
for sure. I think single mothers are targeted for a lot of crimes like that, and they'll take time to do it, and they're masters in their game, and they know what to play on, what insecurities to play on. Women are often gotten on, they'll get them hooked onto drugs, so they'll need their next fix or they're out
yep,
of it. They know what they're doing, and they will play the
absolutely.
long game. They will play the long game to get what they want.
Absolutely. And I talked about that before. It's nothing for a mother to hand over a child for a hit of dope. If they need that fix, they're gonna get it. And if that means handing over their child, then I remember a case, I can't remember the name off the top of my head, and a woman had, what was it? This guy had given her a couple $100 to help her pay a bill or something, and she handed her daughter over. They ended up
What?
finding the little girl in um, a trap house, basically. He had unalived her, and the mother just, it was like she didn't care. She took and gave her toys away, and I mean, it was like nothing. She
So
owed the
the child
guy
was nothing to her.
nothing.
All she was a couple $100.
Couple $100. Yeah,
That's pretty sick.
it is pretty sick. It's pretty sad what some of these, you know, people do. It's like they have no
It's
conscience
inconceivable to
about it.
me.
Well, that's because we're, you know, we're kind of not hooked up people, you
I
know.
just can't be in that mindset.
No, no. And it is, I mean, it is very sad. People just don't think about that stuff. Even though I've researched, you know, different things for years, I don't sit around and think about it all the time. Because if I did, I would be very, very depressed all the time.
Right.
If I even sat around continuously thinking about some of the stuff that over the years I've researched and seen. You know, it people just there are a lot of monsters out there.
That's for sure.
People that you wouldn't think about. People you wouldn't I think there's a mayor. There's a mayor that was just arrested for something to do with minors.
I'm going to see if I can find the link now that because I was already working on my computer. I came up on my phone because I was working on making it like animated backgrounds. Because I use OBS now. I stopped using
Oh, do
StreamYard.
you? Is it easy?
It's very complex. If you have a lot of stuff in it, the sound can be a little different. But if you're just, let me see, using a couple basic things and not using a lot of effects, like overlays and stuff like that, it's a little better. But the sound is a little tricky, I would say at first. But the way I learned is I watched a video because I liked how you can move things around to cover the screen. You can do a lot more things artistically with it, so I really do enjoy it.
Right.
I'm still learning things though. There's still things to learn.
Uh
It doesn't cost anything, and StreamYard was expensive.
yeah, that's what yeah, StreamYard it's like
I,
$45 now.
I had to ditch it because it's not worth it.
Well, I'm getting to that point because I don't even use it to its full potential. I need to really get into it and start using everything that I can use. Because I don't I mean, I admit I'm lazy over here. I just get on and do whatever I need to do. So
well, that's kind of what I was doing, and I don't like the change, and I was very used to it, and I put it on pause. So what I did is when I learned OBS, they have this new thing on StreamYard where you can go in and pause your subscription. So I paused it for 3 months, meaning I'm not going to get billed. Yeah, because I wasn't. Here's the thing: like there was times where I would only go on like a few times a month, and I'm like, I'm getting billed for this. I'm not even using it. So like this seems dumb. And I went in there and I was about to hit delete, but I didn't want to lose all my stuff. I still have to get some of my stuff out of there. That's the thing. I've built up all this stuff over the last few years. And I don't want to lose some of my files that I don't have anymore that are in like my old computer that's not working. So I went in and found the pause button when I went to look into the press and delete, and it lets you pick how many months you want to pause your subscription. So let's say you're not going to use it for a month, you can now go in there and hit pause for a month, like if you're sick or you're going on vacation.
Well, hell, that would have saved me a month bill.
I wish I knew that exactly. I wish I knew it before when I wasn't using it, and I would have utilized that option.
So, okay, it was a former Gettysburg mayor arrested in East Texas for child sex crimes. His name was Mayor Chad Carr. He was arrested in Palestine on charges including sexual assault and corruption of minors, and they're extraditing him to Pennsylvania. A mayor. Yeah. But I wonder how he got caught. So, 2 counts of second-degree felony sexual assault, 1 count of second-degree felony photographing or filming an act involving a child on a computer, and 2 counts of misdemeanor corruption of minors. So
Yeah. All those extra child
he was
charges.
filming it himself, it sounds like. He
Sicko.
groomed and sexually exploited one victim, now an adult, between 2011 and 2013, while he was involved with Gettysburg High School and the community theater. He resigned his positions in March. Wow. So they had to have had whatever he filmed on camera, it sounds like. I mean, I don't know. But see, this is the thing. A lot of these cases, I mean, it was a good thing that the statute of limitations, and obviously that state, right?
Yeah.
It was still there. Is that the principle that you were talking
I
about?
dropped that if you want to look into that sometime. So I guess I looked at my playlist. It's in a body cam format, but I just kept pausing it to comment if you want to watch it sometime. So this was the school principal that the cops basically just show up at his house and blindsided him with it. And then they went right into the interrogation room and like basically hammered him and got it out of him. But he was shocked. You could see it on his face. And like I said, his child was in the house, his wife. They came in with a warrant to seize all his electronics and arrest him. Yep. I mean,
Wow.
that's dangerous. You're talking about someone who's in charge of a school.
See, that's what gets me too, is because they do this stuff and they don't,
Don't
they have
understand where
no
their brain is.
concept that they're going to get caught.
Oh, I think he was deleting it because they're like, "Do you have anything on your phone?" And he's like, "Oh no, I deleted it. I didn't collect it. I'm not into that." Or, he was basically. I think he was deleting it thinking he would not get caught. And I
Right.
do believe some of that was used with Snapchat, but
Well, that was like that young kid from Indiana here.
right.
That's how he got in trouble, because of
Well, there's
Snapchat.
codes. Right, and there's coding in there so that whenever anything like that gets sent out, the AI, like AI does stuff like that now. It will scan it and it picks it up because there's codes in it, and it sends it right to the police. They send it right to, and they get a report on it. And I believe this was in, I think it was Illinois.
Right.
Nasty.
Yeah, it's horrible,
Sicko.
but I mean, that's what I was saying. What it's I just don't think the government's doing enough. I don't think these people are, it's like 6 years is like a slap on the wrist, you know. And so many of these individuals that are unaliving these kids are getting plea deals.
I've seen
Maybe,
body cams where some of them come out of jail and they reoffend as soon as they're out.
yep, go right back in again. Yeah. I'll tell you one case I have been following is this little Athena Strand. And
Oh, I couldn't watch that one. Is that the
that,
UPS one or the
yeah,
FedEx driver? I couldn't
yeah,
watch it. I saw her. I saw just the thumbnail of her standing up in the truck with the driver with his cracked
saying,
out eyeballs.
yep, saying, are you a kidnapper?
I
Yeah,
couldn't watch.
that dude was, yeah, I, I don't know. I just don't. Supposedly, he said that he backed into her, knocked her down or something, and then he put her in the truck. He basically tried to blame UPS or whoever he was driving for, saying that he had this condition, and
Okay.
they took him off his scheduled route. And then he tried to say that some guy contacted him and wanted him to take her and take her to a specific place, or it was just, I mean, the
How about you're
guy,
just a pred guy?
yeah, I mean, that just, none of that makes any sense to me, why he even did it. Because I was trying to remember, I couldn't remember. I don't, he didn't even, I don't believe he sexually assaulted her, did he? I think he
Well,
just unalived her, right?
I thought that's what he did. And when I saw,
He
like I
may
said, the
have.
thumbnail of her standing there, just standing in the truck with her, I just couldn't. Just something about the visual of it made me not even able to click on it.
Yeah, it was heartbreaking. It was very heartbreaking, and I kind of watched the, watched the court proceedings off and on, but yeah, I couldn't watch a whole lot of it either. So many of these cases, it's very hard. And hey, I give kudos to creators who can, you know, do these trials, and they show these trials from start to finish. Um, I remember, well, I did kind of the Shelby Shell stuff, but the only trial that I ever did concerning a child was Quentin Simon. And I followed that trial and put it here on my channel. It was days that we went through that trial. And when it was done, I cried. I literally cried. Just, you're hearing about individuals talking about looking through a landfill for a baby. And we've got another case. I need to find that. Uh, they're looking in a landfill for another child. The mother was seen putting basically one of those roller suitcases in the trash, and they're looking for her child in there. So, but it's just sad. I remember with Quentin, they looked for many, many, many days, and they found pieces of him. But to hear him, get on the stand and talk about looking through the garbage for a little boy, and the mother is in her front yard with her mama, and YouTubers are out there and they're all having a good time, and some of the shit that was going on, it was just disgusting.
Yeah,
It
that was
was.
horrible. Yeah,
That
partying
was.
at the bar.
Yeah, yeah, they were partying at the bar, and
Sicko.
then the YouTubers were out there in front of the house, and
I remember that.
one of the things that really got me is when there was this big banner that was put up in their front yard, and it had a big picture of Cher, Voices Behind the Wall, on it.
Oh
And
yeah.
that was bad fucking taste. I'm telling you right now. That was bad taste.
Yep.
But, that was the YouTubers were all fucking playing with each other on shit. It's like they're still doing that with Nancy Guthrie. They're
Yeah,
still
the
doing
banner
that
shit.
weird
Yep.
shit. It's like, I don't get it. I wouldn't let none of them around.
Well, it's like people
Sure.
watched the other ones, I think, and saw what happened. So I think it's like attracted more and more because they're watching how other people are doing it. They're like, oh, I could do that and go be like JLR. I could go there and be like Bullhorn Betty. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times if you just have access to a vehicle, and, you know, that is what your people will give you money to drive to, you know, hell, Molly Golightly, her ass would fly. She'd get on a plane.
She
So,
talked about it, I think.
yeah, Molly didn't hesitate to get on a plane or whatever she was doing for sure.
Once I seen the lady, there was another YouTuber that came, I think it was like after a month of this. I might have the timing off, but I don't really follow it. And she was walking down the road. She wanted to kick off her YouTube channel and promote it. So she went there and she was wearing butt cheek shorts, like combat, really big combat style boots. You know, her ass crack sticking out, walking up and down the street with a sign, to her YouTube channel
Right.
up in the air, like cheeks swaying in the wind. And I'm like, what the hell is this shit? Have some
Yeah.
class. There's neighbors here. This is her family. And you're walking up and down because you want to kick off your YouTube channel. This is about your YouTube channel when these are neighbors and family and they have to
Yep.
look outside and see this. And while they're already grieving and her mom's missing, and you think she wants to see your ass cheeks flapping in the wind. Okay,
Yep.
sorry, that was a little graphic, but I get carried away.
Yeah. I mean, that's what they do. I mean, they think if they can make a little bit of money, that's what they do. It's sad
So
because people, I mean, people
I forget
have
what
to
her name
know
was.
they do not care about the victims. They have to know that these people aren't there because they give a shit. Actually, if these people are not found, that's even better for them because then they can hang out longer. Now, with the Nancy Guthrie, I remember hearing because I don't, a lot of times I don't pay attention to the nonsense shit. But that somebody had taken a camera and attached it to a freaking tree out in front of that woman's house. That is crazy. Some people work harder not to work. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Oh, yeah, Sandy, out in front of Quentin's, they had this clown out there. I mean, that shit was crazy. That shit was crazy. But let me,
Fizz. It was Fizz.
yeah, Fizz the clown for sure. That's when Dolly got thrown in jail for, he was pissed off because, Betty had her bullhorn and somebody else, I can't remember the girl's name, had went there and she had a bullhorn and Dolly got pissed off and ended up hitting the girl and they threw his ass in jail. He went to jail.
Yeah,
So
because I remember thinking that I didn't look like it, and then I saw a different angle, and I could tell that it looked like he actually had. But I remember when he walked out of the jail, like they streamed it when he was coming out too.
isn't that fucking crazy?
Yeah, I think I
And,
even have pictures of that when he came out of jail. And they were
well,
like celebrating.
and then we had the Seth Rogers who, looking for his son. He's out standing in the parking lot at the police station going, my pockets are empty. My pockets are empty. And, it's like, dude, we just watched you make thousands of fucking dollars because your son went missing.
Oh man,
He,
I didn't hear that one.
oh my God. Yes, Sebastian Rogers' dad, Seth Rogers, within a matter of weeks, that guy made thousands of dollars. I
Wow.
mean, it was crazy. Thousands of dollars. Thousands of dollars he made. It was
I
wild.
didn't know he said that though. He actually said my pockets are empty.
Oh, yeah, he said that more than once.
What?
He sure did.
That's
Yeah.
embarrassing.
Well, I mean, he expected for everybody to pay for him to go look for his son,
I think I started to see like resentment building when I was watching that closely, but I stopped a long time ago. But when I started watching how he was acting at all the people that were. So he would go on panels and watch, and I can see how this would be aggravating from his perspective. This is your missing child, and the super chats are pouring in, and it's all going to these people who are just talking about it. So I can
right.
see how you could have frustration for that, but then to turn around and ask like that, that's not really the appropriate response. But I think I
Well,
can get
and
how you could be aggravated about watching that. I can say that.
well, also the sad thing about that is because people who were actually, you know, out of the goodness, out of their heart and everything, was really wanting to help in any way they could to find, uh, you know, find Sebastian or help do whatever may need to be done. He would get pissed off. He didn't like it. He wanted complete control of everything. And this is my opinion, but he wanted complete control of law enforcement. Now, this is what he did. He went into a command post that they had, and actually they ended up throwing him out of there because he was trying to look at their computers and shit. Now, he thought he was a cop. He worked at a jail, okay? But to him, he was this high law enforcement official, right? Just crazy. Just crazy.
That's right.
He did, Patty. Thank you, Patty. Patty said he did SA her. So
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's why when I saw her little face looking a little scared, looking forward at the dash, I just couldn't. After there was something about
right.
looking at her face, I couldn't.
I know that there was a point where there was some audio or something that they publicly you know, did not let the public hear it. They ended up let me get rid of this person real quick.
Yeah, sometimes they'll do that with the real sensitive stuff. They'll keep that, and it's just as well.
Right. Right. I don't know who you are, but you can be banned from the studio, so I don't know who you are. That's a troll. I went to their channel. It's just a troll. I just got rid of them. I do that sometimes. I just don't. There's so many.
What, in the back? I always forget to look in the back.
No, I seen them back there. When they come into chat, I always try, because my mods don't stay in here all the time, or they're just listening or whatever, and I'm good with that. So I try to at least keep an eye on my chat if somebody comes in. So, but well, Sarah, I've been on here 2 hours, darling.
Okay.
So I am
good
going to
talking
get
to
off
you.
here. I'm glad you come up. Thank you for coming up.
Yeah, I like
It's
chilling
always,
with you. Maybe.
I know, I do. I like chilling with you too. I do, girl, for sure. I'm going to pop over to your channel sometime too. So
Yeah, but definitely check out that story if it's
yes,
still.
I'm
Oh, do you
going
want me to?
to.
Let me click. I'll put it here again just in case you want to grab it if it's already gone. 'Cause I
I
think I
got
still
it.
have it caught.
I've already got it
Oh,
pulled
okay.
up.
Oh,
I
okay.
got it pulled up, so I'll
Real sick.
research it a little bit and see what we can pull up on that and check that out for sure.
Yeah, I find a lot of good stories actually from body cams. I'll start watching them and then I'll look into the case. It's pretty.
Yes, and
I've been finding a good one. Yeah.
police interviews too. I have really been watching a lot of police interviews too lately. Pretty. Yeah. Some of them are pretty. I mean, shaking my head for sure. Betty was after Dolly, not. Yeah, I don't know if Molly went to Quentin Simons. I can't remember.
Well, I mean, allegedly them two had a relationship too, or let me rephrase that, had relations of some sort.
Molly did?
No, Betty
No,
and
I know, yeah, I know Betty and Dolly did.
yeah.
And then well, wait, JLR was before Dolly. I can't remember.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Betty gets around for sure.
Dang, lady.
She gets around. So, yeah, she was not happy with Magnolia. JLR was before. Yeah, she got mad
Oh,
at.
she was jealous of her, wasn't she at
She
first?
was,
Did she not
well,
like
yeah,
her?
she was. That was a thing. So she got jealous and basically called JLR out and was saying a bunch of shit about JLR. And then Magnolia came out saying that, JLR did that stuff to her. And then Betty came back out and said she didn't give a fuck what JLR did to Magnolia
Oh,
because
really?
she shouldn't have took her man to start with. So
Really?
yeah,
And this is somebody who represents self-proclaimed representation of victims on here, right? That's
yeah,
not a good look, Betty.
yeah. But have you not ever, now, Betty's background, she has a criminal background. And that's just not my opinion or allegedly. It's out
Right.
there.
Right. And
And
you know what? I think I forgot about that now that you
yeah,
say that.
had to do with her ex-husband. So I believe that they were married at the time.
Interesting.
So yeah, that is out there. I'll have to try to find that.
So another woman wishing and being glad that another woman was, I'll say it this
Yep,
way, allegedly getting hurt from a man. Wow.
right, right. But now, I will never tell a victim that they're not telling the truth. But that whole story is just kind of weird to me. That is weird to me. The more I looked into it, and you know, it I guess what was strange to me was um Magnolia had to get her surgery on her nose and everything, but
Hmm.
yet when they went to court over when they ended up going to court, I believe for the restraining order, all they had to do was by the 21st, I believe, of this month. It could have been last month. I believe it's this month, though. By the 21st, they just had to make sure that both gave each other's properties and stuff to each other. And as long as they did that through their lawyers, then they didn't have to go back to court.
So they did like a quiet settle. Maybe she didn't want to be put through this with, I mean, they're actually on social media a lot. Maybe she just didn't want to live through that again. And I
Yeah,
was thinking
I'm not
about it
sure.
before. Maybe there is a chance, sometimes people also settle things quietly behind the scenes with lawyers, and we don't know. We have, unless we've seen what happened, and some of it might remain not open to the public. I thought, wow, I know he makes a lot of money, so there could have
He
been something with settlements that we don't know about potentially, right?
Right. Well, I do know for a fact that she talked about coercive control,
Hmm.
even down to the finances. That
Right.
was all pretty interesting because I knew, see, when him and Betty were together, they were kind of teamed up, right? Um,
Yeah.
they both had each other's subs or whatever,
Right.
it
Right.
was like a team effort there. Then when he left Betty, he went right to Magnolia. She had her channel, she had her own subs. She had accountability for her channel in her own right. So um I don't want to say that she ended up getting a lot of JLR subs or whatever, but, definitely he ended up, you know, uh, getting her subs,
Hmm.
so, um, but, uh, if, let me tell you, if JLR, and I have to say allegedly, I wasn't there, did
Right.
what she said that he was doing, he's a dangerous man. He is a dangerous man.
Yeah,
But
I'll
she,
say that allegedly too. From what I mean, Molly
yeah,
was talking about recently some kind of notes from them too that she was reading, and she was saying how like really sick and twisted they were. And just some of the old videos are surfacing. You know, there's a lot of channels covering this, of course, that have been putting out older videos of some of the things. I'm not
right.
going to say allegedly because it's him on video have said, and they look, in my opinion, disturbing.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. There's a whole lot out there about him. A whole lot out there about him. And then you've got, them showing different things that Dolly allegedly has done, to his girlfriend or whoever. And, you
Hmm.
know, this this stuff has uh been going on for years. For
Yeah,
years.
look at even Paperclip with Dolly. Oh, sorry, I
Yeah,
call her Paperclip.
yeah, yeah. That yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, she let everybody know she had unprotected sexual intercourse there, but to each their own, I guess. But that was the thing that got me, is because um you know I know a lot of people are seeing different creators come out and pull this stuff out now, but I'm like, that with Dolly and his girlfriend, that shit's been going on for years. That was nothing new. That was nothing new. Um, you know, she was with him when he was out there with Betty. So, um, you know,
Yep.
and
True.
I think what gets me is these guys are still okay. It hasn't hurt their channels at all. It really
Yeah,
hasn't. Now, yeah, JLR may have lost a few,
he's
but
been losing them. Yeah.
I mean, excuse me, I didn't realize. I guess I'm really ding ding. I mean, I don't make shit on my channel, but he's making thousands of dollars.
I can't comprehend
Thousands.
it. I can't comprehend it. Yeah, absolutely, and especially with all the views he gets onto things.
That blew
Yeah,
my mind.
he's
That
making
blew
way
my
above
mind.
doctor money. I mean, maybe not now as much as I don't know what he's making now with all the stuff that's going on, but it's insane.
That blew, yeah. Yeah, that was insane to me too. I'm like, you
It's hard to
know,
comprehend because I'm just kind of like a hangout and I do stuff like you, and I'm where you are.
right,
It's more
right.
for like a creative outlet, talking to people kind of thing for me. That's what it's
Well, yeah,
about.
me
So
too. Me too. I just like hanging out with people and talking
true
to
that.
people, you know, for sure.
Is that your alarm?
No.
Want me to let you go so I don't, because I'll keep
All right,
talking.
give me just a second.
Okay.
It's my son calling.
Someone's pulling in. Um, did she beat up her ex-husband? I don't know. I'm not sure. I kind of almost think I read something like that before. Now that you say that, Sandy, I'm just kind of trying to fill the time while she's talking. But now I might have to mute out too for a second, unfortunately.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, Rick.
Yeah. Yeah, we're having pizza for supper tonight. We both of us have been so freaking sick with the flu and stuff. We just hadn't really treated ourselves to anything. So I told him, I was like, let's get pizza tonight.
That's a good idea.
So yeah, something simple and easy. Yeah, I was pretty sick. I was pretty sick. I ended up at the hospital, but
Oh,
luckily
wow.
they only kept me there a few hours, but yeah, they ended up giving me IV prednisone and an IV antibiotic. And then I came home, and of course they prescribed it to me. And so I went to the pharmacy and picked it up. And so right now I'm on my second round of prednisone. So, and Mucinex. So,
And antibiotic, they're probably trying to make sure you didn't end up with the pneumonia, bronchitis type
yeah.
stuff.
Well, I was
Treating it.
running. Yeah, I was running a little bit of fever. That's the only reason they gave me the antibiotic.
Yeah, it
So,
sounds like you were in danger of getting that then already if
yeah.
you were starting with the fever.
And it's the thing about it is, it just seems like it's hard to freaking get rid of.
Yeah, I've
It's
heard the
like,
strain's really bad this winter that people have been having.
yeah. Well, I had COVID and finally got better from that, and then ended up, with the influenza B. So
Oh,
it was
you
like,
had both this year?
yeah,
Oh,
yep.
okay. Oh,
I
wow.
ended
I'm
up
glad we
having
haven't had
both.
any. We haven't had any of either in my house this year, so I'm glad about that.
Yeah, knock on wood, girl. Knock on wood. No,
I
that's
was
why I
afraid of
was,
it.
because Blythe came in chat a couple days ago and said that she was getting an IV antibiotic, and so she's not feeling very good. So I haven't talked to her, but I don't want to call
Okay.
and bother her if she's sick either. So
About flies. Now, I noticed somebody earlier, but I wasn't on the panel yet, said something in chat. They were asking where she's been. Now, I didn't know she was sick, or I don't think I remembered, but I did see her somewhere. I'm pretty sure it was earlier today.
oh, okay.
So I did see her in
Yeah,
a chat. If not today, it was last night. So I'm pretty sure today, though.
yeah, maybe she's
Can't remember
feeling
what
better
chat it
then.
was.
Hey, Deb.
Can't remember what chat it
Well,
was.
hopefully she's feeling better. I know
Yeah.
I just knew when she came in chat a couple days ago what she had said. And so, like I said, it's hard to get rid of. Once you get
Well,
it, you can't get rid of it. So,
well, glad you're on the mend.
yes. And I'm going to keep being on the mend because I'm sick of being sick. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah.
For sure. So, all right, Sarah, thank you for coming up and talking with me. I appreciate it.
All right. I'll see you
I
next
am
time.
gonna check into that the school principal stuff. So I will
Another.
definitely um see what we can find out about that
Yep.
for
Just another
sure.
wacko. Just another wacko for you to look into.
No, messed up people, messed up minds for sure.
Y'all have a good night. I'll see you later.
All right, thanks, Sarah.
Bye.
Bye. All right, you guys, I am going to get off here. I've been on here 2 hours. Thank you, Sarah. I always love when you come up and have a conversation with me. I appreciate it so much. I really do. Thank you guys for hanging out with me this long. You never know what we're going to talk about over here. So be you, do you. And if you need to get a little feisty, you go right ahead and do it. I will talk to you guys later. Peace out. Have a good weekend, guys. Thank you again. Thank you guys so much.